Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Halo Forge Epidemic. My name is Paints, and today we'll be looking at another Halo 4 flood map. Now this one is called Battleship, and it was made by Shockbolt21. And it has been pretty deserving of a feature for quite some time now. So yes, it's not the newest map, but for that same reason, it's been reworked and polished. This is actually the 23rd version of the map. So let's get into the map now. Battleship kinda stood out to me because unlike most maps where Flood use terrain to traverse the map, the Flood are going to be launched at the battleship using man cannons. So they're going to be floating towards the ship, and you can kind of control your left to right movement mid-air, which you're going to want to do. And also trying to group up before using the man cannons. That's something that's going to make it harder for the humans to shoot down the horde. Now on the human side, you'll initially spawn in kind of the hull of the ship at the very bottom, where there's numerous weapons to pick up. However, this is where there's some risk versus reward. Because the longer the humans are inside the ship, the closer the Flood are going to get to the ship while they're down there. So you're able to see the Flood on your radar, so you're going to know which direction they're coming from. But the idea is that you have to find weapons that are going to enable you to take down the incoming Flood. So when the humans get to the top of the ship, they'll be able to use a few of the different turrets that Shockbolt has provided. The Scorpion tank, of course, does not move, and although it is on the very front of the ship, it's actually fairly hard to use. Now what I like about this is you have to lead your shots, and it's very rare that weapons work like this in Halo 4 with all the hit scan and instant travel times for bullets. So the tank was pretty fun. There's also a machine gun turret and two shade turrets on the tower in the middle of the ship, and these do some serious damage again if you lead your shots the right way. The shade turrets can be pretty devastating, but overall the map is fairly difficult. I haven't seen the humans make it through an entire round, so I'd be surprised if anybody could do that. And to kind of counter the fact of having some pretty powerful turrets, the Flood will spawn from one area to the other as the game goes on, so whoever is using these turrets is going to have to be watching both sides. And since the aim speed on the turrets is so slow, you'll get overrun eventually unless you have hardcore MLG shade turret skills. This map is pretty difficult for the humans to survive, like I said before. It starts out easy, but once the Flood first board the ship, it starts to get a bit harder to control. And I think that was a pretty cool way of creating an advantage for Flood. Players on the turrets will eventually have to abandon their post, and that's when it gets really difficult. And as we take another look at both the interior and the exterior of the ship, you can see the different aesthetic detailing he's incorporated to really sell that battleship theme. But that'll be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Paints with THFE, and I'll see you guys in the next video.